Hi. So part two of the hoarder story. You may have heard part one where a client was going to sell their home to somebody off TV that had no realtor fees and no repairs necessary, any condition. And I met with them. They had accepted the offer. They had 48 hours to back out of that offer. And luckily I drove by and talked to them that day, and they still had time to back out of the offer. So I had gotten somebody. They backed out right away when I told them that the value was closer to $295, and they were in contract for $242. Plus, they had to pay off their solar agreement, which was about $20,000 left on that. So, anyhow, we negotiated an offer with a flipper at their house, and that was all verbal. And we got them an offer. I wrote it up. I sent it to them. The wife was the only one on title, so I met with her. I went over all the terms of the contract. She was somebody who liked to read everything, so even though we went over everything for 2 hours in a restaurant, she still wanted to go home and read some more and sign by DocuSign. It seemed odd to me, but I let her do that. Anyhow, they did not sign the contract, and they instead contacted somebody else from a postcard that they received. And they told them what they were getting in the offer from me. And all of a sudden, I see their house come on the market for $325,000. I see that it's still on the market. I'm just kind of upset with them. I can't believe here I got them up over $60,000 of what they were going to take. And they decided not to sign the offer, not to go forward. Well, I thought these things happen and we'll just see what happens with it all. So 2 weeks later, the gentleman calls me back again and he says, Monica, do you think that your person would still be interested in purchasing the home? I didn't know these people were going to list the house for $325,000. I thought they were purchasing it for $325,000. I didn't understand what was going on. So would your guy still be interested? Well, I called my guy and he said, yeah, I'm interested, but not at the same price. You know, we did a lot of work, we went over there, and these people kind of messed us around. So now I will not pay off the solar. I will not accept the property in any condition. It needs to be all cleaned. And if they're not going to clean it, then we have to have somebody come in and clean it. So we did make all those terms. I was giving them a great deal on my commission on the first go around. And I decided, no, I've dealt with these people now. I know that they're not exactly true to their word, and things probably might not go as planned. So I still gave them a good deal on commission, but not as good as the first time. They were still netting over $40,000 over what first offer that they had accepted was. So it's just kind of, we did close the deal. I did go over there and help them clean out their house on the last day because unfortunately, I think that hoarders, and I know because I'm a border hoarder myself. You start going through things and you need to keep this, and this one goes into that pile, and before you know it, you've gotten rid of 10% of things and you still have 80% of piles that need to go somewhere else. And that's how these people were. We had a small garbage pile and a huge donate pile. Anyhow, we got them out by 6 o'clock that night, met the new buyers there, handed them the keys, and the people were off on their way. Another happy buyer and seller. The flipper ended up selling it for $150,000 more than he purchased it for, so he was happy too.